All right. That's a good start. Blur. I really hate this fucking camera. I should probably get a new one, but I just don't give a shit that much. So this is vlog 35, is my relapse update. I think it's been about a week. So I'm not entirely sure yet whether this is like a full-blown ME relapse or it's coinciding with uh, coming off benzos and gabapentin, because the two overlap greatly. So like benzo withdrawal, or is whatever it's called, the great mimic, because it mimics other illnesses. And then MECFS is called the great mimic because it mimics other diseases as well. So it's like, what the fuck? How the fuck am I supposed to know this? So I mean, there's only one way. There's only a couple ways to figure this out. Is that like you can either come off benzos entirely, in which case that would solve most of it, right? And even then, it wouldn't, because like if you come off of all of them at the same time, it could still take months to figure that out, right? Or I could try to like push my limit a bit and be like, oh, this is what a crash feels like again. I forgot. So it did feel like I did have a crash, but it's difficult to know because benzo withdrawal also has crashes. I found out not the same as PEM, but like crashes in the sense where it's like all of a sudden it's just like you can't do shit. You're bedbound, right? And I was like, wait, there are bedbound people who have like benzo withdrawal. It's like apparently, right? But it's part of like a syndrome as well called BIND, which is benzo-induced neurological disorder. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, I'm hoping it's more like that than it is the ME coming back. That would suck horribly. But either way, it sucks in the sense that like it comes down to loss again. It's like I can't do the things that I want to do, which is when I was, the last 2.5 years, which wasn't great, but it was like way better than 2022 was, when the years even preceding it, which is like I couldn't do shit, or I could do very little, like, and there were things like I have this paper I really want to work on, and I can't do it. I can barely read the paper, to be honest with you. I can't concentrate. Even looking at the screen right now is a little bit blinding. I feel like Bane from Batman. It's like the light is blinding, you know. Um, so yeah, that saddens me. But I feel like I have a plan of action, um, depending on how I feel this is going. So my doctor decided to up my benzos, which will sort of help figure out, like, okay, based on my reaction to that, we'll have a better idea of like where this is going. But also, I have other things that like I intend to do and incorporate, which will hopefully tamp down on some of what I think is the neuroinflammation that's driving a lot of this. But also, um, some of the uh, neuroinflammation that's driven by like the stress, because there's been like a pretty like repeatable pattern that you look back on. It's just like, okay, I'm having this intense prolonged periods of stress, right? And all of a sudden I have this fucking crash, or I have this go into this illness state, and then I have to like kind of like work my way out of it through different like practices and certain medications and certain supplements and whatever the case may be. And it takes, so in 2018 it took a while. It took like 9 months for me to like kind of like all the symptoms not to like fully go away, but to somewhat go away. And I wasn't having the fatigue then yet. And then I started developing newer symptoms. One of them being like this burning mouth thing, which fucking is dreadful if you've ever experienced it. I have drank more mouthwash than I care to admit, or I can't remember what the other one's called. It's like some other kind of thing where it's supposed to like take the disgusting taste out of your mouth. But, anyways, since 2018, I've gone through probably like hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of that shit. Um, And then in 2022 is when the real dog shit started. And that took about 9 months or so of like religiously pacing and doing absolutely nothing and trying all these different kinds of things where finally something went click and like it wasn't that the disease was gone, it was just that I could watch things again. And that was like the first sign that like, oh, that's good. you know? And it wasn't like this immediate like I wasn't having crashes anymore. It was more like I was having these episode flare ups, you know, where it was like I'd have to like go in the closet and like have a sleep or something like that, or like run a lot of tons of cold water on my back of my neck, and then I bought these ice packs, and that would do the trick there. So like, there's something to that, and it seems like maybe it's just particular to me, but that's what worked for me. And so I'm hoping it's something like that where it's at least addressable, you know. Um, and so like my big worry is obviously that like I'll get really bad and then I'll be stuck in bed or housebound or something like that. Like I'm kind of like semi housebound now. I mean, go outside and stuff like that, but like I don't. Um, Mostly because I'm asleep during the day because my sleep schedule just went right back to being like nocturnal again because it's like almost 4 in the morning here. Come on, you stupid fucking uh, camera. I really hate this fucking camera. It's like it's not like it's not like I don't know what it's trying to focus on. It's like it just focus on me. I'm the only one talking. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it sucks. Um, uh, I don't expect doctors to have like any more answers than I did 3 years ago, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm basing some of my suppositions on like what this could be based on this paper that I've been going over, and I had AI sort of parse, and I'll link it in the description if you're interested. But yeah, it sucks, and it's going to continue to suck. I'm assuming it's just because this illness sucks, and I don't know if full recovery is possible, but I know that it is possible to like at least get back to a place where you're living a little bit. So here's to that.